Hello friends, I am Dr. Ravi Singh Pipal from Vedic Institute of Technology, RKDF University, Bhopal, and today I am going to deliver a lecture on computer basics, its advantages, disadvantages, and its types and generations. So let's start with this. Uh, in our today's discussion, we have following components, following contents: computer definition, what are the different characteristics of the computer system, uses of computer, its disadvantages, and the classification of computers, then computer generations. So a computer is a programmable machine designed to perform arithmetic as well as logical operations on the input given by the user and gives the desired output after processing. So computer is basically an electronic machine which takes input from user through input devices, different input devices, process the data as per the user requirement, and then produce the result or the output through output devices. So if we are broadly speaking, then computer components are divided into two major categories, namely hardware and software. So hardware is the machine itself and its connected devices. All the peripheral devices are also known as hardware. These are monitor, keyboard, mouse, etc. If we are talking about software are the set of programs that make use of hardware for performing various functions. सॉफ्टवेयर की हेल्प से ही हम हार्डवेयर से काम ले सकते हैं, उनको बता सकते हैं कि आपको क्या काम करना है. Now, all general purpose computers require the following hardware components. All general purpose computers have these components, essential components. First is CPU, that is central processing unit, the heart of the computer. This is the component that actually executes instructions organized in programs or software. Just tell the computer what to do. The central processing unit is responsible for performing arithmetic and logical operations and also for controlling the different components connected to the CPU. Now, second one is memory. It enables a computer to store temporary data, permanent data, and intermediate data also. So memory is of broadly, if we are broadly categorizing, then memory is of two types. First is primary memory and second one is secondary memory. So primary memory is responsible for storing temporary data and secondary memory is responsible for storing permanent data like hardware, like hard disk. While primary memory example is RAM. Now the other component is input device. Usually a keyboard and mouse. Input device is the channel through which data and instructions enter a computer. Output device, display screen, printer, other device that lets you know, that lets you see what the computer has accomplished, what the computer has done. Okay, so what are the different characteristics of a computer system? So first one is speed. Computer speed depends upon the type of processor and the bus line architecture used. Good type of processor and bus line architecture can perform billions of operations in 1 second. So the processor speed depends upon the clock speed and speed of computer is measured in terms of gigahertz. Second one is accuracy. A computer performs millions of operations but within the given input set of instructions and data. The result obtained should be precise without any errors. So that is known as accuracy. Next one is reliability. Reliable means bharosemand. Reliable means that they can do their task properly and consistently. Computer communication and components are very reliable and has very less failure rate. Storage, like I had earlier discussed, storage means memory unit. Two types of storage are used. First is primary storage and second is secondary storage. Primary storage stores the data temporarily for executing the processes, that is RAM, while secondary storage used for permanent storage of data, that is hard disk. Some external devices also used to store data like portable hard disks, pen drives, memory cards, etc. Next is automation. Automation. Once a set of program is fed into the computer system, then the computer can take decision automatically without interfering with the user. For example, the pen drives are automatically detected and loaded in pen drives are automatically detected and loaded. These are called as autoplay. Okay, next one is versatility. Computers are capable of performing various operations at same time. Like you are reading this page and downloading two files from the internet and also printing the document simultaneously. You are also listening music, some good music. So we can work different kind of operations, we can perform different kind of operations simultaneously. This is known as versatility. Last one is diligence. Computer can work a lot of hours with same speed and accuracy on each operations without getting tired. ये हमारी तरह टायर्ड नहीं होता है कि 2 घंटे काम करने के बाद हम दो और दो 5 रिजल्ट बता दें. उसकी सेम स्पीड और एक्यूरेसी बनी रहेगी आफ्टर लॉट ऑफ आवर्स. So this is known as diligence. Now the uses of computer, as we all know, the computer is used in almost all the applications of almost all the things we are using. Now we are using computers. Engineers, architects, jewelers, filmmakers, they all use computer to design things. Teachers, writers, office workers, they are using computers for research, word processing, emailing. Businesses are also using computers as a point of sale, and for general record keeping. So computers aid to education. So computers have its dominant use in the education field, which can significantly enhance performance in learning. Even distance learning is made productive and effective through internet and video based classes. Researchers have massive uses of these computers in their work, from the starting to till the end of their scholarly work. So computers in our health and medicine, that is also very important field. Most of the medical information can now be digitized, from the prescription to reports. Computation in the field of medicine allows us to offer varied miraculous therapies to the patients. ECGs, radiotherapy wasn't possible without computers. Aid of computers at financial institutions. So financial institution means banks, banking system. We are using computers. We know well that computers are being used by the financial institution like banks for different purposes. The foremost important thing is to store information about different accounts in a database to be available at any time, keeping the records of the cash flow, giving the information regarding your account. Computer as our favorite time pass. Computers are now the major entertainers and the primary pastime machines. We can use computers for playing games, watching movies, listening to music, and drawing pictures also. Computers are a part of our transport system. With internet or computers, we can know the details of the buses or train or the flight available to a desired destination. Computers are a part of our transport system. With internet or computer, we can know the details of the buses or trains or the flights available to a desired destination. The timings and even the updates of the delay can also be known through these computers. The staff of the transport system will keep a track of the passengers, trains, or flights, departure and arrival. The other one is use of computers in business and corporate stages. So every single information shared can be recorded by using computers. Official deals and the issues were made through online. Even the departmental stores can't run effectively without computers. So computers in e-commerce, yes, definite. Email is the revolutionary service offered by the computers. Conferencing is also another major advantage. Electronic shopping through online shopping added flavor to purchaser and merchants. Electronic banking is also plays a very important role in this. Computer at our defense. Computers are the main tools which help in developing missiles and other equipment. So designing and the maintenance are possible through only through computers. Computer build the links between the soldiers and commanders through the satellite construction of weapons, and controlling their function is also possible without the is also not possible without the aid of computer. One more thing is that the list of criminals and the records of the cops are maintained regularly in the system. As to the designer, designing buildings, magazines, prints, newspapers, books, and other things. Construction layouts are also designed beautifully on system using different tools and softwares. So disadvantages of computers. First of all, it's unemployment. Different tasks are performed automatically by using computers. It reduces the need of people and increases unemployability in society. So wastage of time and energy. So many people use computers without positive purposes. They play games and chat for a long period of time. It causes wastage of time and energy. Young generation is now spending more time on the social media websites like Facebook, Twitter, etc. It has adverse effects on social life also. So data security. Data stored on a computer can be accessed by unauthorized persons through networks. It has created serious problems for the data security. Computer crimes. People use the computer for negative activities also. Privacy violation. Privacy of a person can be violated if the person and confidential records are not protected properly. Health risk. The improper use of computer can result in injuries and disorders of hands, wrists, elbows, eyes, necks, and back also. Users can avoid health risks by using the computer in proper position. They should take regular breaks. I think it might be regularly after 30 minutes of computer use. Impact on environment, that is also a very serious issue related to computer. The computer manufacturing processes and computer waste are polluting the environment. The waste part of computer can release dangerous toxic materials. So this is also a serious issue related to computer system. Now the classification of computers. Computers are classified by its type, its size, and its purpose, whether they are general purpose or special purpose. By size, microcomputers, mini computer, mainframe computers, and at last supercomputers. By type, analog system, digital system, and hybrid system. So let us discuss all these one by one. So analog systems are used to process analog data. Analog data is of continuous nature, which is not discrete and separate. Such type of data includes temperature, pressure, speed, weight, voltage, depth, etc. These quantities are continuous and having an infinite variety of values. It measures continuous changes in some physical quantity. Example is speedometer of a car measures speed. The change in temperature measured by thermometer, the weight is measured by weight machines. These computers are ideal in situations where data can be accepted directly from measuring instrument without having to convert it into numbers or codes. This is an advantage of analog computers. Analog computers are the first computer being developed and provided the basis for the development of modern digital computers. These are widely used for certain specialized engineering and scientific applications for calculation and measurement of analog quantities. They are frequently used in oil refinery where flow and temperature measurements are important. Also, they are used in paper making and chemical industry. Analog computers do not require any storage capability because they measure and compare quantities in a single operation. Output from an analog computer is generally in the form of readings on a series of dial, like a speedometer of a car. Okay. The second one is digital computer. The digital computer, as its name implies, works with digits to represent numerals, letters, or other special symbols. Digital computers operate on input which are on-off type, and its output is also in the form of on-off signal. Normally an on is represented by a 1 and off is represented by a 0. So we can say that digital computers process information which is based on the presence or absence of an electric charge, or we can say a binary 1 or 0. A digital computer can be used to process numeric as well as non-numeric data. It can perform arithmetic operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and also logical operations. Most of the computers available today are digital computers. The result of digital computers is more accurate as compared to analog computers. Analog computers are faster than digital computers. That is a fact. Analog computers lack memory whereas digital computers store information. We can say that digital computers count and analog computers measures. Now last is hybrid computer. A hybrid is a combination of a digital and analog computer. It combines the best features of both type of computers. That is, it has the speed of analog computer and the memory and accuracy of a digital computer. Hybrid computers are used mainly in specialized applications where both kind of data need to be processed. Therefore, they help the user to process both continuous and discrete data. For example, a petrol pump contains a processor that converts fuel flow measurements into quantity and price values. One more example is hospital ICUs, intensive care unit, where an analog device is used which measures patients' blood pressure and temperature, which are then converted and displayed in the form of digits. Hybrid computers are used for scientific calculations in defense and radar systems. Okay, so that's lecture number 1. Hope you have enjoyed, and we will very soon come up with another lecture, and we will continue with type of computers and generation of different computers. Okay.